In the darkest corners of the wild, power doesn't roar, it waits. Hidden in the mud and shadows lies a killer cloaked in silence. The bullfrog, swift, savage, and shockingly ruthless. From ambushing snakes to devouring its own kind, it strikes with raw instinct and zero hesitation. This isn't just survival, it's domination. Frog versus world. Welcome to nature, unfiltered, where the bullfrog reigns. Inside a confined enclosure, an Asian bullfrog lies in wait, surrounded by a scurrying group of live mice. And with sudden, explosive strikes, it begins to hunt, devouring multiple mice with ruthless efficiency. The frog's cold precision showcases its raw predatory nature as it picks off its prey one by one. In a surreal moment, some mice even climb onto the predator's back, oblivious to the danger. Though several fall victim, a few lucky survivors remain, narrowly escaping the carnage. A container teeming with red runner roaches is revealed, their frantic movement setting the stage for a feeding frenzy. They're dropped into the clear enclosure of a massive green bullfrog who wastes no time launching into action. And with rapid, precise strikes, the frog snatches roaches using its powerful sticky tongue. More are added, only to be quickly hunted down and consumed. At last, the bullfrog sits still and satisfied, its appetite fully conquered. A scorpion scrambles to escape, claws raised and tail poised, but the bullfrog is faster. With a sudden lunge, the frog grabs the struggling scorpion and pins it with its powerful front legs. The scorpion twists and resists, stinger flaring in defense, but it's no match for the bullfrog's grip. Using its hands, the frog forces the scorpion into its mouth, undeterred by the threat. Moments later, the struggle ends. The scorpion is gone, and the bullfrog reigns victorious. In a gripping clash of predator and prey, an Asian bullfrog seizes a large snake, locking its powerful jaws around the writhing reptile. The snake thrashes violently, coiling and twisting in a desperate attempt to escape the frog's unrelenting grip. But the bullfrog holds firm, dragging its prey deeper with slow, brutal determination. Minutes stretch as the struggle intensifies, pure instinct on full display. At last, the snake's resistance fades, and the bullfrog triumphs, swallowing its prey whole after a relentless battle. An Asian bullfrog readies itself for the hunt, lunging at a nearby mouse, only to miss. Undeterred, it shifts focus to a snake, managing to grab hold before the serpent violently escapes its grip. The tension rises as the frog alternates between failed strikes and intense grapples, refusing to relent. After a drawn-out struggle, it finally captures a mouse and begins to swallow it whole. Meanwhile, the persistent attempts to subdue the snake continue, revealing the bullfrog's relentless hunger and raw predatory drive. Half buried in the earth, an African bullfrog lies motionless, its eyes locked, its body camouflaged, and its ambush set. Slowly, a snake slithers into view, unaware it's stepping into the jaws of danger. In a flash, the frog strikes, clamping down and attempting to swallow the snake whole. But the snake fights back with equal ferocity, wrapping around the frog's head and flaring its jaws in a desperate counter. After a fierce struggle, the snake wriggles free, narrowly escaping the bullfrog's deadly grip. By the water's edge, a relentless battle erupts between a bold bullfrog and a hungry hamerkop. The bird strikes repeatedly, grabbing and dropping the frog in a tireless effort to swallow it. But the frog fights back with impressive determination, escaping time and again. As the struggle shifts into the shallows, the frog gains ground, slipping into deeper water. The bird watches from the edge, its prey gone, the final outcome unclear. A bullfrog lies in wait, motionless and focused, before suddenly lunging at a nearby bird, only to miss as it flutters away just in time. Unshaken, the frog resumes its silent pursuit, creeping toward its next target with calculated patience. When the bird lets its guard down, the bullfrog strikes with explosive force, seizing its prey in a brutal snap. Not every attempt ends in a catch, but when the bullfrog lands a hit, escape is impossible. In its world, one successful strike is all it takes. Perched at the water's edge, a green bullfrog locks onto its unsuspecting target, a smaller frog nearby. In an instant, it lunges forward, jaws wide, plunging into the water with deadly precision. Moments later, it emerges victorious, the smaller frog clutched tightly in its mouth. Using its front limbs, the bullfrog forces the struggling prey deeper, as a close-up reveals only the legs protruding, slowly disappearing. And the scene fades with the predator's legs submerged, its hunt complete, the victim fully devoured. A praying mantis clutches its fresh catch, unaware that danger is closing in. Suddenly, a frog leaps into frame and, with lightning speed, snatches the prey straight from the mantis's grasp. The mantis pauses, stunned, searching for its vanished meal, only to become the next target. In a dramatic twist, the frog wrestles to swallow the first insect, then turns on the mantis itself. What began as a simple feeding ends in a ruthless double strike, showcasing the frog's raw predatory instincts. Hidden among the herbs, the bullfrog lay perfectly still, an ambush in waiting. As a small frog wandered too close, the silence shattered. In a split second, the bullfrog launched forward with deadly precision. One swift motion, one fatal mistake. The smaller frog vanished, swallowed whole before it even knew what hit it. With its unblinking, menacing eyes, the bullfrog scanned its surroundings in eerie silence. Its body remained perfectly still, every muscle coiled, every breath controlled. Nearby, a small frog sat peacefully, basking in the illusion of safety, unaware that death was watching. Then, in a sudden blur of motion, the bullfrog lunged forward. One snap, swift, brutal, and final, just like the peaceful moment shattered in an instant. The predator had struck and the hunt was done. Two bullfrogs come face to face in shallow water. Their eyes locked, muscles tense, neither willing to retreat. Then, one bullfrog explodes into motion, launching a violent assault. It bites down hard, clamping onto its rival with brutal force. The two wrestle in the water, limbs flailing as the aggressor tosses its opponent high into the air. The victim crashes back into the pond, dazed. It's a savage brawl, and only one will be left floating. From stealing prey to battling snakes, birds, and even its own kind, the bullfrog proves it's more than just a frog. It's a fearless predator. Armed with raw power, explosive reflexes, and an unshakable will to kill, it strikes fast and finishes faster. In the brutal game of survival, the bullfrog doesn't just play, it dominates. This is nature at its most ruthless, where hesitation means death, and the bullfrog always takes the first shot.
Did you enjoy this video? Please let us know in the comments section down below. And don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe to the channel while you're at it. And please, turn on your notifications bell to get notified when we upload a new video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.